What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Geoguessr Explained. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, Geography Challenges. How are you going?
Hi, Zigzag. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, and so, GC is a bit of a resident Mexico expert, or at least definitely someone who's played quite a bit of Mexico and is one of the best players in the world at it. And today, he's going to be doing a bit of coaching with me. We're going to be working through some rounds together and hoping to improve my Mex game a little bit. Anything to say before we get into it about guessing in Mexico in general, or any tips that you have that people might not really realize, or something like that?
Yeah, it's a very it's hard to be too consistent because there's a bit of a lack of like really hard meta of like really solid metas. So you're going on vibes quite a lot, and for that, I would say through practice you start to pick up some of the vibes. But there are some really useful niche tips as well that can be really helpful.
Definitely. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of the general sentiment about Mexico, that it is like definitely gettable, but there are some rounds that like just like you really, all you have to go off is vibes, and like because of the mountains, the climate is quite variable, I think.
Exactly.
Okay, so first one here is pretty obviously like that Central Valley with the kind of temperate trees. These look kind of European, so should just be kind of the center area near Mexico City, I imagine.
Yeah,
Anything else to say
I
here?
No, I quite like, State of Mexico is quite a good guess. I was wondering if that's agriculture to the east, but no, I don't think it is. It's just like long grass, isn't it?
No, I think it is agriculture. Yeah, this is corn.
Can't
This is
really
corn.
tell.
Yeah, this is corn.
Okay, basically from like eastern Jalisco across to Estado de Mexico is like quite a good belt for having agriculture. So I think where you plonked initially is really good. State of Mexico. Could be something else, but generally with agriculture, I kind of go somewhere in that stretch from like Guadalajara to there.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah,
Very good.
nice.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of easy to remember. Just draw a line between the two biggest cities in the country.
Yeah, exactly. That curve there with agriculture like works reliably well, I'd say.
Nice. Okay, may as well get the State Streak script going as well, just in case we can build up something here. Okay, so that was indeed a state streak, I believe. Let's see what we get on the next one here. So, phone numbers. Do you use those particularly much on a round like this, for example?
I would say phone numbers are one of the best things you can learn from Mexico.
Right, and I actually don't know them. Everyone, like, I've been made fun of recently for not knowing. So, what's the general rule?
General rule is like so 5 is basically Mexico City. 5 it's normally a 5-5. You'll see. 6 is a huge one, which is basically all of the northwestern like quarter of the country.
Okay, so like drawing a line like there maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
9 is like max south, including Yucatan Peninsula.
Okay, that's pretty easy to remember. Yep.
8 is northeast, and then the others are kind of more central.
Okay. So I think that's pretty memorable. Let's see if we see anything here. So is there anything to remember for the format of the number as well?
A lot of the time it's like a 3-digit like separate thing at the front, and that will include the number you're looking for.
And so that's the one that's particularly useful.
Yeah, if you see like a group of 3 digits at the start,
Okay.
it'll be the first of those digits.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not sure if we actually have one.
Yeah, it appears. Oh, here we go, 5-5. And actually, we saw a Mexico City taxi. So
Oh yeah, okay, so yeah, perfect. Yeah, 5-5 for Mexico City. I'd say
stuff.
the 5-5 is almost as good as the pink taxi as the Mexico
Right.
City clue.
Yep.
Really,
Okay.
really well.
Okay, that's definitely worth knowing. Okay, so just off the top of my head, we've got 5, we've got 9s, we've got 8s, and then what was the northwest part? That was 6. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one's vibes are a bit further north.
Yeah.
We've got like kind of dry hills. I had a round very similar to this one in SLP recently, so I'm thinking of that. Just like it was one where I guessed like north of Monterey, like these mountains, and then it just ended up being like just down here. So that's I mean, obviously this is the kind of struggle that you get. Okay, we got 7-digit here, which is interesting.
7 is very interesting. I'm inclined to
Is it like mobile or something? Maybe?
almost not trust that. No, 7 is like Guerrero.
Oh, okay.
Which it's not impossible, but I was thinking similar to you. I was thinking like SLP or Durango or something.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then plates look generic. Yeah, don't really see. There's a bit of red at the top, but yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's like, if you like went and looked like city metas, that these would be helpful and that kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, street signs are really unique. I haven't gone into much detail on them yet, but they are
Right.
very
yellow taxi
Very
here as well, maybe. Not sure about that. And then I'm just looking like this. I don't know if it's not a poplar, but it's like I don't know what these ones are called, but what are they called? But they kind of feel more like Central Valley. I wouldn't really associate that with Guerrero too much, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think there is like a small chance it's a dry part of Guerrero, but it doesn't have that vibe to me. Like I think, like the type of mountain we're seeing over there is that very low, like scrubby vegetation is a bit more associated more with like Durango and all the way to SLP, as you said.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay,
something like that. I think.
Okay, so Durango to SLP. I mean, I had the vibe for here, so let's just give it a go.
Yeah,
shall we?
yeah. I like it.
Okay, and it was further towards Durango. Actually, in Durango, I think. Or
In Durango, yeah.
yeah,
Fair,
nice,
fair.
very good. Okay, next one here. Okay, interesting. Checkered, almost feels a bit Asian.
Yeah. I've not really noticed that.
Ooh, fours.
Painted black
I
and
got
white
fours.
curve. Okay.
How did I
Fours,
not
yeah.
know this? How did I not know this? Like, gosh, I actually went searching for it one time and I just couldn't find a proper diagram. So there we go. Great.
To be honest, on like I'd say intersection guesser, you'll see phone numbers more than you will on like AI Gen.
Yeah.
Mexico.
That definitely makes sense. So yeah, definitely 04 or 44. I mean,
Is there any more info on that poster that you just zoomed in on the yellow one?
surely there is.
I was wondering. Okay.
Not, I mean, probably only local
There seems
stuff.
to be a 6 number there, but I feel like the 4 one was better.
Oh, it
like,
is 6.
So 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you pan around again quickly and we'll see.
Yeah, this one looks more like an area code, right?
Yeah, it does. That's like I think so.
Mm.
So 4 is like sort of SLP, Guanajuato, Zacatecas type area.
Yeah, this was kind of my vibe anyway. So
Yeah. I
all
think
these
like
cities as
Aguascalientes. I like Aguascalientes. As well.
yeah. It's actually kind of affluent here as well. I've noticed, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
I heard something that the average wage is like way lower in the south than in the north. Like north has like quite actually good living standards, but also lots of violence. So kind of interesting.
Yeah. The south is okay. That was a 6 one.
Okay, so
I guess
the
the
6,
6
not the 4.
drone code was the one to rely on there.
Oh, interesting. So I would have thought that kind of separated thing would have meant that was actually going to be, you know what I'm saying? That was actually going to be a proper code.
So I think it is a proper code. It's just probably for a business that's
right.
That's in a different part of the country, something like that.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, that area around Ciudad Obregón, it's always very flat, so sometimes you can recognize it.
So maybe that was even kind of an example of like a more northern wealthy architecture meta, perhaps.
Yeah. Agree. I think something similar here as well.
Yeah, very similar filling around. We could almost guess the same city.
So I think similar architecture. What I would say, I know these are planted trees, but normally with these taller palms, associate them with often Baja and Sonora, anywhere from Tijuana to, and sometimes further down the west coast as well.
Yeah.
So something like that could make
this be like
sense.
Esplanade
It could be. The one thing I'm thinking is we don't actually see any hills. So normally if you're in like Tijuana, it's very noticeably hilly. It kind of looks almost a bit like LA hills. That kind of vibe.
Yeah, if you look south here, there's definitely not much going on south, so we could say that much at least.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it has a similar feel to the last round, to be honest, as well.
We could just try it. Was like Ciudad,
It was there.
I mean, that's flat as well, so... Is it grid? Is this grid? Maybe.
It's a bit...
It's not quite a grid like what you see here, but...
Yeah.
I mean, should we just give it a go?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
And okay.
Yeah, nice.
I guess that makes sense. Okay, so then
at least we learned from our mistakes. So.
We really did. So that's actually the highest score I've ever gotten on this map, which is obviously nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of us for actually having the courage to send.
Yeah.
And they were actually literally, wow, they were incredibly close. That was literally a neighborhood apart.
Yeah. You could throw a stone.
You could throw a stone, GC. Very true. Okay, this is interesting. I don't really. This is the first one where I didn't really have a good vibe. I think it's kind of a bit different to me. Wooden poles everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this feels immediately like it's hard actually because I had an idea of it being like Tijuana or Ensenada,
Yeah.
just because of the vibe of the hills.
Yeah.
That was my first thought.
Like, actually, I could see Tijuana. Like, I just feel like this architecture might feel a bit.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Almost
The
feels
houses
a
can
bit
be a bit more
South
central
California.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. I was actually agreeing with the.
Agreeing. Okay, fair. Yeah. I
to
mean,
be fair, I really know nothing. So.
no. I mean, it's hard to place. I think Mexico architecture is a bit all over the place. So.
I mean, to be fair, I think on this round I'd probably just go middle and hope for the best.
That's my thought. Like I think it's either Tijuana, Ensenada, or just middle, like sort of SLP or Zacatecas. But maybe, yeah, one of the two. Let's see.
Okay. Just last look here. A bit of like greenish stuff or bluish stuff on that plate.
Yeah, I need. So I'm very rusty with my plates. I need to learn them again because I've forgotten almost all of them.
Oh, I just saw this tree. I feel better about it, I guess, now. I don't think it's going to be north with that tree.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's go.
Okay, it was.
Okay,
I feel like that's... Yeah. I feel like that's something you see really quite often in, like, kind of like just the North of Mexico City region, but...
That's alright. I should have just trusted my gut feel a bit, but Mexico has you doubting yourself. This one feels like... So this type of hill I really associate with Durango.
Okay.
Like it can be surprisingly quite green, but the vegetation is very low, almost very like, close to the mountain.
I mean, if you can kind of see it here as well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are other parts further down the west side that could make sense.
That's a 9.
Huh.
Surely that's a lie. I mean, this is not south, right? It would have to be Oaxaca.
Yeah, exactly. There are bits in like central Oaxaca that can feel like this. So that wouldn't be too surprising. Like it can have the mountains between like Oaxaca and Durango sometimes I've noticed can trip me up. So it wouldn't surprise me too much if it ended up being central Oaxaca.
Oh,
parts of Chiapas as well can have a similar feel, but central Oaxaca feels like.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Okay, we're going Oaxaca. Okay. For the record, my vibe actually, I was fully on board with that, but I can see that like topography wise, this definitely fits. So
I think this one comes down to like whether you trust the initial vibe or the phone code.
Regardless, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay, it was actually
Sinaloa.
Okay. Interesting.
Just a bait phone code there. Like we've been baited by phone codes a couple of times. Normally they're more reliable than they have been for us so far, but I guess we've been a bit unlucky.
Fair. Okay. Just Mexico City?
Yeah, this is very I think just that's a great guess. Yeah. Perfect.
Nice. State Streak 1, baby. This is almost the same thing, basically. I would say we just go again, yeah?
I would go again. Similar area. It could be like, I mean, there are a few states around there. It could also be like, we'd be surprised it being like Hidalgo or like, sort of, but I think just go similar to what we were before.
Let's just send it. Okay, indeed, just Mexico City. That States Tricky 2, baby. Good. Let's go. Ooh, so that's info. Move to Mexico.
Ooh, okay.
I don't see anything that's actually. This feels like more of a federal sign rather than a state sign.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So the hillsides to the west look kind of like Chihuahua or something. A bit scrubby.
So in terms of we're talking like Durango Hills, but a bit less green or something like that, maybe.
I think so. Like it's not because the coverage kind of has all different seasons and stuff. It's not that reliable, but I'd say somewhere in that stretch. Let's check this sign though. Oh, Monclova is a bit more kind of central, like just east of, so it's like towards Monterrey and north.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. Okay.
And
then something.
Okay, so this could be Coahuila then. That's fair. I mean, I would say that one of the hardest bits about Mexico is getting the north right.
Yes.
Like the toss up between Coahuila and Chihuahua can be really tough.
So I would actually say I actually rank myself at these states. But yeah,
That's
north,
good.
I'm
Yeah.
completely hopeless, actually.
I have to say, I've seen you make a lot of good Yucatan Peninsula guesses.
Thank you.
Like, you seem to be able to read and guess the Yucatan Peninsula a lot better than I can.
I don't know. I just like those states for some reason. They're just kind of interesting to me. So,
Yeah.
but it's not to say that I don't like the north. I just suck at it.
Yeah.
I guess
I
we
guess-
shouldn't be too far from here. So I guess just this should be fine, right?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, we could probably find the other towns, but we can just plonk instead.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So is that actually a 3-state streak? I think it is, right? Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This felt like border to me. This kind of feels almost like Texan. Well, not Texan, but like I just feel like
I
it's
know what you
border. Yeah.
It's like the
These mountains. And stuff.
Juarez, El Paso, sort of.
Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking Juarez actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the Gen 3, maybe. I don't know.
The other thought I would maybe have is like the southern part of the Central Valley, like.
Okay. That yeah. So what?
Or like not not as far south as I mean, sort of nearer to like Torreon or something. But I think
Okay. Yeah.
I think Juarez is a good guess though. I think we can.
So let's just say we were. I don't know what generation.
Yeah, like in here, there's a nice ridge there that we could go.
That
for.
ridge almost feels similar.
Yeah.
To be that one.
Yeah, that lines up really nicely actually.
It does. Because it actually looks really quite similar.
Yeah, it does.
But then that kind of has to. It doesn't maybe continue far enough because we see it kind of wrapping around to the north. So maybe it's not. But we'll just give it a go, shall we? Okay, yeah. Guanajuato. That's pretty well.
I mean,
okay, so this is the tap around where I lose a ton of points. So
yeah, fair. I mean, to be honest, I liked I really did like your call of Juarez. I think for me, I probably just plonk like Zacatecas there. I'm surprised it's as far south as Guanajuato. Like I would not expect that at all.
Yeah.
So like, the one thing I'd say is you get flat bits and then suddenly like prominent mountains and ridges in Guanajuato, but it's rare that it looks this dry.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it is relatively flat actually.
Yeah,
I see that. And just like looking back at it, we actually do have some like agricultural stuff going on here of some kind at least.
That's true. I didn't really take that into account, despite what I said earlier about the
stuff like that.
The agricultural.
Nevertheless, I feel like you can get a bit of that like Mexicali area. There's quite a bit as well. So yeah, even maybe around here a tiny bit. So maybe not actually, but you know, I kind of got I kind of like mixed up this kind of feeling and then just kind of transposed it. But yeah, no, it wasn't any good. Okay, this feels south. Like these trees, I would expect to be south.
Yeah, this is like. Yeah, I mean, I could see this being like Puebla, or it could be there, or it could be. So there's like a stretch from like Guanajuato around the east of Mexico City to Puebla that all feels that all can feel very similar. And that's
kind of higher altitude, like kind of like this kind of like pine trees, but mixed with kind of like succulent stuff, I guess maybe. Which one do you prefer here, just out of curiosity?
I mean, you know, I'm not going to claim I get the state right all the time, but I'd probably just go for Puebla here.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay, not too bad.
So okay, it was that kind of eastern side of Mexico City. It could have been not the right state. Yeah.
Not pretty good score. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, so these trees, I'm not sure if I'm trusting them anymore though. Okay, this is a quite similar round to the last one. We have maybe some SLP kind of looking trees.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So, but maybe a bit further south in SLP, maybe like this.
Yeah, maybe down between on the like SLP Querétaro, SLP Guanajuato border or something.
Yeah, I like it. As for the mountains, they're fairly low, so I mean that still fits maybe. Yeah, I mean it just kind of it's kind of a mixed vibe because this feels kind of colder climate grass or something.
Yeah, the other thing I'd say is there's a very there's a bit of a place name slight meta here, and this is not an exact science. This is just my observation. But where it says Acatepec, that kind of name, which sort of associate with the kind of older civilizations,
Mm.
Akatepec. Like I would normally not go too far from like the very central area.
Right, because the Aztecs were like,
Exactly.
that's there from there, so
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Oh, and it even was Pueblo there.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. That's
Yeah. Okay.
interesting.
So actually, I think it was just a planted tree, maybe, and we just got bait
Very
by
possibly,
a single one.
yeah.
Dude, oh
Yeah.
my gosh! In my Jules video today, and people will have watched this before already if this comes out in a few days or something. But I got a North France. Now, which city was it in? It was somewhere near Nantes, maybe Angers.
Yeah.
And they had a proper big eucalyptus tree planted in their backyard, and so I sent near Bordeaux. Wow, I couldn't believe it. That was disgraceful.
Cool.
Okay, is this? Oh, okay. First thought was Temuda Pass, but
yeah.
I see a rock wall, and I'm also slightly wondering if this could actually be like a strange Yucatan with the sandiness and the rock wall.
Yeah, this is I definitely get tripped up a lot on like the eastern states. I mean, something like this, I kind of often feel tempted to like hedge Veracruz or something.
Actually, no, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling Tabasco, Veracruz. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
Tabasco can very often have white center lines.
Oh yeah, true.
So it doesn't mean that this isn't Tabasco, but I normally lean to like just over the if it feels like Tabasco but doesn't have the white lines, I normally go on a different side of the border. It could be like Western Campeche.
I want to say Campeche there, just with the sandiness.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I think like south of Ciudad del Carmen or something like. Kind of on the western side towards the Tabasco border, like down or wherever there's actually a road, I guess.
Yeah, we'll try that one. Just so for if I'm talking my vibe, like just big palm, like with tons of branches. I feel like that's just like quite tropical. And then Rockwall, I feel like it's so trustworthy, generally speaking.
Yeah, Rockwall is trustworthy. I agree.
So let's give it a go. Okay, it was even Quintana-Roo. Yeah,
okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just had a bit of a strange feeling at first, I guess, because it is a bit further inland. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So central something here. What's your vibe, GC?
This is a hard one, actually. I'm kind of struggling to think of anything good here.
Bit of interesting architecture with a lot of red
brick.
Yeah,
I'm getting a bit of a slightly southern vibe from some of the architecture.
It's interesting, actually.
I don't know. I feel like it's not impossible that this could be Chiapas, but it could just be like,
The soil is unusually red for Mex, actually. So I don't mind the Chiapas call. I think
I might be completely wrong.
If I was just guessing quickly solo, I might be like guessing somewhere probably, I don't know, like maybe like just near Mexico City, just like
it could well be
near there something.
It could well be. I have some kind of red soil metas.
Yeah, where are your like top zones for it?
So there's a bit of it in Chiapas, like this, I guess.
Yeah,
other zones are like western Veracruz, like near Xalapa.
Okay. Yeah.
South of there a bit, and also Zacatecas has some quite red soil. And then also bits of like eastern Jalisco kind of area.
Jalisco. Okay, yeah. Jalisco's yeah.
Okay,
interesting. So like it is
kind of red soil spots. It's a bit dotted about, but it can sometimes help you get the right state, the right area. But yeah, let's see what this is. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know if I'd associate that with Chiapas so much. This kind
of you're probably right. I'm a bit I'm not the most focused on botany. I enjoyed your video with your uncle.
That was good fun. Actually, people really enjoyed that, so I'll have to bring him back on when he's back in Adelaide. We also have the tall trees. I'm gonna say I wanna.
You can change, go more central. Yeah, go like that.
Okay. Yeah. So it was this actually
I guess
Guanajuato.
it was that bit of red soil. Yeah. So that when I mentioned that kind of eastern Jalisco red soil, it's that area there. Well, I guess.
And look how close these two rounds were and how different they were. That's actually insane.
It's great. That's Mexico in a nutshell. Like it really.
Yeah. If you guys
think you remember a vibe, and then you see it. Yeah, it's just completely different.
If you guys wanted to understand why I'm bringing GC on for this episode, then say no more than these two right here, because that is just the epitome of Mexico guessing. Wow. That's actually crazy. I'm actually kind of shocked by that, and I'm not shocked easily.
Yeah. Even if I made the completely wrong call there, at least my red soil meta was proven to be slightly right.
True. That was a good outcome there for sure. A Mexico City vibe here, but something a bit further out. It's a major highway, which I feel like you don't see that often. So
it's really green. This
very.
I'd say it could be like out west from Mexico City, like more into sort of maybe even like closer towards Guadalajara.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a really small chance it's kind of.
Yeah. So what was your other vibe?
If you look around again, sorry,
Interesting house here, by the way.
Yeah, an interesting house.
So the poles all have orange stripes on them here, by the way.
Interesting. I've not really investigated much of that stuff yet. I mean, I had a vague idea. There are a couple of bits in like mountain spots of Tamaulipas that have some similar vegetation to this, but I think I prefer Guadalajara, I guess.
I think it should be better. What you want to hear a little self-cooked up zigzag meta, which is completely fake, but I still like to tout every now and again, is Veracruz having really like almost black wooden poles sometimes.
Okay, that's good to know.
You can test it out and see if it's completely capped. I mean, I know it doesn't always work because I've seen it. It'd be other stuff when I tried to do it, but other times it has worked, so could be interesting.
I'll bear it in mind. I still have a bit of work to do on like real metas for Mexico. I just enjoy playing and have some vibes sometimes, but I need some solid metas. That was not too bad. That was actually pretty good.
That was actually pretty good for what it was. So interestingly, like definitely some like kind of more temperate looking trees there, but mixed in with some palms as well. So I definitely see this kind of area working. Okay.
We've been given quite a few hard ones in a row now.
We have. But it's Mexico. It's to be expected. This could be a similar kind of thing. I was even thinking maybe further south this time.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking that as well. Yeah, I like Oaxaca here or something. The mountains look very... Just something you see down that kind of western belt, all the way from like, Jalisco down through Michoacan, Guerrero, Oaxaca, like kind of all the way down that.
Yeah.
Like the mountains that form the ridge along the west coast. But yeah, I think something like Oaxaca here is a perfectly good guess.
Yeah, Mexico's actually one of the cities one of the countries I would really like to visit, I think, one day.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go like that. Okay, it was Chiapas.
Okay, it was Chiapas, yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah, South vibe at least is good. Okay.
Blurs. Immediate like idea here was maybe like kind of Western Sonora or something like that.
Okay.
I don't think I know it can't be like Baja California has like no Gen 3, so that's a really good meta.
Okay.
But yeah, that was kind of my vibe here. I mean, it could be. I feel like as we saw, like this could be anywhere down to Guanajuato. I feel like.
Yeah, I thought a bit of that sort of area as well initially. I wonder if there are any phone numbers or anything like that to see.
Santa Cruz.
Taxis.
Yeah, surely we can find a phone number on this round. Okay, 691.
Yeah.
So that would be northwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good at least. That's nice. Do we see anything else? Any supporting 9080? I feel like this is feeling more 6 than it is 9, isn't it?
I think I agree. I think the 6 is good. So
that's we got a 9 here though. It's a bit sus.
I think because that just has the hyphen after the 1 digit, I would say that's not to be relied upon.
That's a bit counterintuitive, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
It's a bit counterintuitive.
I kind of think of like maybe. Can you look at the mountains again to the north?
Hold on, we have a Jalisco plate here, right? by the way.
Ooh.
I don't think it's
Yeah, the
Jalisco,
blue.
but
It's like the Pennsylvania one or something.
yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, it is. Yeah, but there's no other ones that I can see. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's Jalisco. I could see
But
it
that could
being.
also help because, like, Jalisco's
I
well.
mean, it could be like Nayarit, Durango, or something.
Yeah,
I don't really know which phone code Nayarit falls under, but Durango definitely is sixes. So it could be like, it could be near Durango City even, or like, I don't. Sinaloa kind of comes to mind, but I don't see any of those red plates like with the red tomato in the middle.
oh yeah,
Unless
yeah,
we
of
do.
course, yeah.
I can't. I haven't really. I can't tell if we maybe have any.
Mm.
I don't think so. So yeah, I think with Durango, given that we've got a Lisco plate, the 6 phone code.
Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, I'm curious to see where this one's going to be. Let's find out. Okay, nice. It was, yeah.
Oh, okay, it was similar.
So yeah, we
Okay,
didn't see
I
any of
mean-
those plates.
Yeah, the vibe makes sense definitely.
Mm.
But we didn't see the plates. Interestingly.
So I feel like they may be more common in Generation 2 because I definitely recall having Gen 2 locations where they're all the tomato
True,
plates.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. Now you mentioned that actually. Yeah, that I've definitely noticed that.
Okay, so that might be later,
Like-
later Gen
Yeah.
3 there.
Mexico's plates have changed quite a lot over the years of Google coverage, so
Yeah.
they're a bit
Yeah,
sporadic.
it is interesting because the US they update them like once every 40 years or whatever, and then Mexico's just like 5 years pass and they're like, oh, let's pop out another bunch, shall we? Norfolk Pine there, interesting, very interesting. Okay, but dude, this is the type of round I'm just so clueless.
Really
Like the
are.
last round, like that was a good call because I definitely would have sent 1,000 kilometers away. This
This one's really interesting. We've got tall palms, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
So you're saying you
We've got-
associate that more with this area?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also some of the states like Sonora and I wonder what it is.
Blue
Is
plate.
that a
there.
range of mountains to the west?
It is actually, yeah.
Wait, hang on. Is this like Monterey? Or
I mean, it
Isn't
is.
it-
They are big mountains, so it could be. But it's very
I mean,
dry.
it's a bit weird. It didn't give me that vibe initially.
Yeah,
so
me
don't-
neither.
In urban locations with big ridges, I think of. So Mexicali has like a big ridge to the south, but I don't think it's quite the right vibe for that.
Yeah, yeah. They're probably. Yeah.
Monterey and Ciudad Victoria obviously have big ridges to the east. I think the other thing that comes to mind is Chihuahua City, because that has some like big mountains nearby, and
It does.
it kind of fits the vibe a bit.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I mean, does the road angle line up for anything there?
So we have South Mountains. So yeah, it could work. Let's see.
It could be that. I mean, I mean, the mountains are. Yeah, I feel like the vibe doesn't quite fit like Monterey, so Chihuahua maybe comes.
Yeah.
Road
No, I
angles
see.
maybe aren't perfect, but
Yeah, I don't see anything
Maybe
too
that's
good. I don't see anything too good, honestly. Not that I'm the best at finding this kind of thing. Could be like that.
let's just try it. I think let's see.
Okay, so we did.
Oh yeah, what's with that Victoria? Yeah, that's fair. It's. I mean, I'm not surprised with the map with the mountains, but it just felt a bit. The vibe just felt a little.
And they're a bit
different.
shorter than in Monterey. Monterey, they're kind of the tallest they get.
Yeah,
aren't
yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
a bit-
Normally, Ciudad Victoria is quite an easy one to get, but it just felt a bit weird.
very dry. It's
Yeah.
looking green on the map.
Yeah.
Okay. El Chamorrito. Pork lovers. Amazing.
Okay. This is.
Bit of English. That's kind of interesting. Is that a clue at all? Maybe no front plate. Also like a border clue. I think.
Yeah, it's got that feel.
So maybe closer towards like Juarez or something near there.
Could well be. This is an interesting ridge of mountains though. Like,
It is very huge west there.
I think we had a phone number maybe.
Oh yeah, let's check out the phone number, shall we? So that's nothing. These guys also don't have anything. We have the town name there, probably, no? But it's very hard to read.
Often I've noticed on those it's like a neighborhood in a city rather than the city name.
Right. 4-6, but 2 digits there, interestingly,
4-6.
and then 6-4 there. So 4-6 and 6-4 both.
Yeah, I think I trust the sixth one more because it just has a more northern feel.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what we've got to work with here is, and we have these trees again. I don't think they're actually reliable. I think they're pretty much everywhere.
I think honestly the ridge here is what I'm trying to think of.
Yeah. So it's actually kind of northwest, but more north actually.
I could see it being there. I could see it being more like Sonora, Chihuahua as well.
It's very significant. Oh, what about this?
Yeah, quite good.
There's no town that really lines up there. Because this is a fairly sizable place. I don't know. Where would you like to go here? I don't really have a good idea.
Could I see the mountains once more? Sorry.
Yeah. So that's kind of north facing there. Northwest of the city.
Tough.
Flat elsewhere, basically.
Yeah. I think I like Sonora, Chihuahua, that kind of area. Maybe, honestly, like near where we went before. But
which one was that?
we went in Chihuahua, but this is a smaller town, so maybe another one like a bit to the west of it, like just something
like
here,
that,
something like that. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Good guess.
Okay, not bad.
And that's very rememberable, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mexico has so many mountains like that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cities are quite. So I went through a phase of playing a lot of just urban Mexico, and cities are quite learnable just from things like mountains and things like that.
Definitely. Okay, let me get my video uploading here. First off, talk us through the vibes here.
Okay, so this is relatively dry. My first thought is like the kind of central dry area, like central northern dry area.
That would certainly make sense to me.
A bit further north. Yeah, it's quite hard. I could think of like. Again, we've got a ridge though, like a really big ridge to the west once again.
Yeah. This time I can definitely understand. So you were thinking more like this region initially, yeah?
I kind of was initially, yeah, but then the ridge is maybe making me rethink it slightly.
Right, because this kind of area has like kind of the dotted smaller mountains, like these.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whereas the ridge is a bit further north. It could be near to like Torreon or something. Like Torreon is often really dry, like one of the driest areas, but could sort of fit.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, it is pretty dry, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't mind that actually.
Yeah, should we give it a go?
I think so. Yeah, let's see.
Okay, wow.
Sonora.
And actually,
it's
interesting.
It's not too surprising. Like Sonora has a lot of ridges like that.
This,
maybe dry.
This is like the type of area where I feel like I've almost never gotten a good guess there. I mean, I guess they're rarely to begin with, and then like correct guesses are even rarer than that.
Yeah.
Wooden poles here, interestingly. Interesting as well. This. Okay, this one I was kind of thinking interesting, like red brick architecture. I would probably just click middle-ish, but
yeah, I was thinking of like Querétaro or something like that.
Which is that?
So kind of southeast of Guanajuato.
Southeast of Guanajuato. Oh, even okay.
Yeah, or something.
Okay, so we do have quite a bit of vegetation. So I wouldn't have gone that far south, but you like kind of liking it with the more red brick architecture. And...
Maybe. I mean, again, it's just vibe. I could be wrong. I've had a few tricky ones for me the last few rounds, but
I mean, like the last seed we got 10k, but I can confidently say I would have gotten like less than 5k on that seed. I'm pretty sure of it. So let's see here. Okay, nice guess. Wow, so far south. It's even as far south being in Michoacán. Yeah, that's
fair enough. Like
crazy to me.
I'd say Mexico has a lot of like there are a lot of lines, from one spot to another where things look very similar, and it's got all these slightly confusing bits. This is a nice one. I think this.
Okay, I'll tell you my thought might have been like Veracruz or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking like Southern Tamaulipas, Veracruz, or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I'm not sure if I'm really counting this as a Veracruz poll, but it is. Yeah, I'm really talking about black ones, but it is like, I do feel like they have quite a few wooden polls as well. So I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. We're here.
Yeah, I like it.
Was Veracruz nice? Oh, I didn't click in Veracruz. Oh no, I did. Good.
Nice. Yeah.
It's long. It's very long. you can pretty confidently just plonk and it'll be right. Okay, let's see my Yucatan guessing here. I would say this is just normal Yucatan. So like that maybe. Okay, never mind. Campeche. Not too much to say there, I feel though.
Yeah, not much to say.
Mexico City area here, maybe just like with this kind of like
yeah, I've dropped a bit of stream quality actually.
Okay. I'll just
I
restart
noticed
it.
there was some. Yeah, sure.
I feel like sometimes restarting just helps.
Had some reddish soil and some agriculture.
Yeah, so that would put us in.
In theory, I don't necessarily have the best idea here, but if we combine those metas, you could kind of end up around like Eastern Jalisco, Western Guanajuato, maybe.
And I mean, topographically, I think it's fitting quite nicely as well. So let's see. Okay, nice. Yeah.
Can't see it at the moment.
Should.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. My bad.
Yeah. So there we go. Not bad.
That's not bad. That's fine. Yeah.
10k.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I would say on this map, 10k is actually a dub. I would say it's a dub.
Yeah.
How long are we going for? Yeah, we'll play another. We'll play. Actually, what I wanted to do here, we'll just play this seed out, then maybe do like a couple of really quick seeds on NMPZ, just like see if we can get some vibes, and then finish it there. So,
sounds good.
US border with the Gen 2, I want to say.
Gen 2, yeah. I like it. It's pretty reliable, and there's no reason from the vibes here to think anything different.
Quite a big.
The only trouble. Ooh, Big Ridge South.
Is that Big Ridge? I think it is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only trouble. I mean, it's really good having the thinking you might be near the border, but it's such a long border, and if you're playing just the Mexico map, you can drop so many points. I think with Ridges South, Mexicali didn't come to mind initially because I'm not really sure if Gen 2 there is a thing. I can't remember, but it does have a Big Ridge South.
Oh, was that a state name? TU? Probably not, right?
I don't. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I have seen it in Mexicali. I think so.
Yeah, it wasn't my initial vibe. I did more think kind of the Chihuahua, Coahuila borders, but it's possible for other things to have ridges south as well, I guess.
I mean, like that's probably not going to be Gen 2. Yeah, okay. Let's try like Puebla here, something like that. Progreso. Oh, nice. It was very good. Very good.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Let's go. Okay, this is the seed, GC. This is the seed. Get hyped.
Yeah, this is a 22k.
Oh, easily, if not more.
Okay, we've got some info here as well. Estado de Zacatecas. So
yeah,
that's
nice.
Really good.
I think even I may have figured that one out. Even little old me. Okay, so Zacatecas. Anything else here? Let's see if we would have been able to figure it out otherwise.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything we could have used. I mean,
quite a bit of vegetation. They have so many old American trucks. It just feels kind of nostalgic. It's like you're watching a 70s, 80s movie or something.
Yeah. Like, I think the combination of architecture and the hills we saw there to the east would be the southeast would be. I think we could go roughly in that central area anyway. But yeah, Zacatecas, I think just any plonk, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Good.
Stay strict to it, baby. Let's go.
Yep, we've got this. Okay.
This is gettable.
This is gettable, I think.
So maybe also this time a bit of like a Veracruz Tamaulipas vibe, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I think Peninsula's not impossible here. Um, but let's see. Do we have any metas for that?
Any black poles? Come on, baby, surely. Interesting. Yeah, this is kind of difficult. This is definitely kind of
Am
difficult.
I crazy for thinking I've seen that taxi in like Quintana, like near to Cancun?
The Blue Stripes taxi.
I'm
Interesting.
trying to rack my brain because I might. Okay. I might have. I'm a bit rusty with the taxis, but I do have a feeling I've seen that there.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. I'm amenable to it. I'm amenable to it.
Let's go bold here. Like I know the initial vibe was more kind of Veracruz, but
I can see
Veracruz
it, like,
has like a
yeah.
It has a Veracruz taxi is very reliably like maroon and white.
Okay. Okay.
And I think I've seen this taxi out towards Cancun.
I'm just trying to see if we can see any like yeah, no man, there's not enough cars nearby to really get anything.
If you check the road angle, it might give us something as well. Maybe. I mean,
this should be going to Cancun, really.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's one south there towards Puerto Morelos, a bit further down. Does that fit?
So like,
up a bit. The one between here and.
That's looking decent, actually, isn't it?
I mean,
maybe slightly. Yeah, it is pretty similar, but just maybe not quite 100% right. Is it even double laned either? No. Oh no, but this isn't actually separated anyway.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's.
It could just be in Cancun. It's also possible. Yeah, I mean, one thing I do like is that it's sandy, it's flat, and the palms are particularly like big leaved. It feels very tropical. So yeah, let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, it was Campeche.
Okay, it's Campeche. No.
Halfway
okay,
between
I need
everything.
to brush up on the taxis there, but yeah, I feel like knowing the Veracruz taxi maybe helps us not send Veracruz.
This is Mexico City, almost without a doubt, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Very nice.
And so we could have really had it because this is another nice round, I think.
Yeah. Oh, this one's interesting.
Yeah, so we'd be thinking Campeche or
I can see like Tabasco here or something.
Yeah,
as well.
Tabasco, Veracruz, Yucatan, one of those four probably, right?
Yeah.
It's not like this poll's almost a Veracruz candidate, but I think I'm preferring probably Tabasco or something maybe.
Was there a phone number on that thing that you used?
Let's check.
Like there was a little poster. I think it was Southwest. Like more in the distance. It might be too small to read. A bit down the road there. No, it doesn't.
A little bit not achievable, I think.
Yeah. No, I think Tabasco's as good as any.
Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just find out. Nice.
Okay, nice.
That was that 19K.
That's a really good game.
That is
19K
a good game
is
to
really
finish
good.
off. Actually, though.
We could have. Yeah, I mean, if we'd had a bit more luck in that one, we'd have been talking about a serious game.
Yeah, and I feel like with this one, like we kind of with more time as well, we could have done road angles, like kind of matched up that nothing really works here, and then.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was 5K actually that one if we really tried.
Also true. Also true.
Because we had that pedestrian bridge as well. But yeah,
let's
that was nice. Very
let's do it now, like 1 or 2 games of 10-second NMPZ, and then we'll call it a night. Okay. So I guess we're both just like guess, but yeah. Okay, like Oaxaca maybe, or what do you think?
Could be. Could also be like it could be. I thought of Nuevo Leon as well, but.
Okay, Chiapas. Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fascinating round, to be honest.
Yeah, that is a really interesting one.
Okay, moving on. Northeast or central?
Yeah, like north central.
Central.
Somewhere in
Zacatecas,
that
baby.
valley, like
Let's go.
Zacatecas, something like that.
Wow. I actually did kind of like see that it could be that.
There's let me think, what was it I saw that movie?
Kind of sandiness to the whole round
So
piece.
I'll tell you what, a lot of urban locations in the Yucatan Peninsula have yellow curbs like this. That's
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
but this is a weird looking round. Yeah.
Definitely. I think the other direction wouldn't have not have been nearly as hard though. Okay, like Tabasco, Campeche, maybe.
Yeah, it could be like West Tabasco or something. Unless it's just like
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Veracruz. Yep.
Yeah.
South Veracruz.
Yeah.
Middle South.
Yeah. So like yeah. I like that. Like Aguascalientes or something. It seems nice.
Okay. Even Durango.
Durango. Slightly weird one.
Yucatan or Veracruz. So. One of the two, maybe.
I think try Campeche, maybe something like that.
Okay.
Or Yucatan. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, that was not a bad seed. One more.
Yeah. One more. This is quite hard though. I don't think I've played NMPZ yet on Mexico.
It's my forte. I just enjoy it.
Okay, rock walls, sandy, and
it's like quite dry. I wanted to try Contemporary here, maybe. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, ends up being just border there.
Yeah.
Same thing, right? Or no, maybe not.
Could be. This could be west. Could be West Coast as well, but I don't know. Try it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of random.
I mean, whoever guesses east of the
no
mountains.
one guesses that.
Yeah. Is there even anything happening there at all?
Maybe this could be Tabasco, like really South Tabasco near to like Chiapas border.
I was like thinking maybe this area or maybe like Mexico.
Yeah. To be completely honest, the only reason I said that was the white road line. I think means
true.
Guanajuato. So I think Guanajuato is the other state that has it.
Okay. True. White road line didn't even.
I mean, it doesn't really have the vibe of Tabasco at all. Like you can see bits further south that are a bit more mountainous. So I kind of thought that could be remotely possible, but that was just me trying to ride on the white road line better.
Yeah. Border somewhere, I think, maybe.
Yeah, maybe like Reynosa or something. Yeah, maybe that's good. Oh, okay.
It was so flat that it felt good, but
yeah.
It's okay. That's central southern again type of vibe.
I think so. Yeah. I like sort of East Guanajuato, Zacatecas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Okay. That's...
Oh, one more. That was too bad of a seed.
One more.
It just won't do, GC. Won't do.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. I don't know.
Somewhere northwest-ish. Like. Yeah, this is something.
Okay. Torreon.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Guadalajara.
That can be bait. I've seen that before, but we can send it.
Let's try it. Oh no. Is the tap a supermarket or what?
That was a really tricky urban one. I don't think there's much we could do. I don't think there's anything we could really use there.
Yeah, to be fair. Ooh, big palms. They're very sandy though.
Yeah.
Embassy.
Nayarit Coast. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I did say that just
yeah. I was trying to work out after you said that, like if you had said that before.
No, but I think I'm a tiny bit delayed, so I did say it before.
Yeah, nice. So what gave you Nayarit Coast there?
So basically, if we look at the location, like it has that dryness, but it just has like bigger palms. So like sometimes you could confuse it with Yucatan. I mean, the sand here is a bit different. It's a bit more orange than white.
Yeah, orange.
But basically, the palms are like taller and thinner, and it just doesn't feel like the tall, thin palms you get further north in like Baja. So
no, fair. I can see that. That's a good call out, actually. Nicely done.
I mean, it's because it the reason I said it is because I had a similar one yesterday that baited me. I mean,
Right.
this could be quite far south. It could be Tabasco actually. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, no,
let's go.
so I was trying to rely there on a little meta I have around fences, but I guess it's not that reliable.
Okay. Big cacti, so maybe like Sonora?
Yeah, it could be like Sonora, Chihuahua, Durango, anywhere in there. I like Sonora though.
Okay, even, yeah, that makes sense. We have like a big blur on the camera, so you do see
right,
that.
yeah,
Baja.
yeah.
Okay, well, that was a bit more acceptable.
Yeah, the reason I called Tabasco on that one is because something I've noticed, and it's not like 100%, but a lot. The Colo style fences.
Oh yeah.
Normally they're quite far south in Mexico.
Was it this one? No,
So it was the Jalisco one.
4, yeah.
Number 4, yeah. So I've kind of noticed that the fences, like the Colo style, like this. A lot of the time I see them south.
Yeah, I can agree to that actually. That does ring a bell for my money as well. So yeah.
But yeah, I guess if you look around, it's obviously completely much more mountainous, hilly vibe. So
yeah, landscape wise it can't be there, but the fence call out does seem accurate to me. Yeah. Okay, GC. Well, that was quite fun. We had our 19k game, which is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and I definitely think it is a country that just will simply require 20 more hours to get good at. But
I mean, I agree. I would say with Mexico, don't strive for absolute perfection. Just enjoy it and learn the vibes. And
yeah,
it's
true.
pretty fun.
Very true. Learn your ridges and its cities. Learn your taxis, and you're golden. All right. Anything else to say before we sign it off there, then, GC?
No, thanks once again for having me on. I will continue to grind Mexico, and hopefully next time I appear, I'll have more to share.
Yes, sir, indeed. We can definitely do a part 2. Thank you for coming on the channel. Thanks for all your knowledge, and we will see you guys all in a video soon. So, goodbye, guys.